As a boot reviewer, no matter how many times you do this, no matter how confident you are in your own opinions, there's always that little feeling of trepidation that maybe, just maybe, you've got something wrong. Maybe you're giving out information to these hundreds or thousands of people that are gonna watch your videos and come to you for advice, expecting you to be bang on every time, because that's your job, to give honest advice so that people can buy the right thing for them. Well, just the other day, I dropped my Phantom GT review. And the big question, now that it's gone out to multiple people, is did I get something wrong? What's up guys, James here from BOOT Reviews, and it's Tuesday, so of course we're gonna drop a 2-minute Tuesday. I'm gonna drop it on the most recent drop from Nike, the Phantom GT Elite. A boot that if you watched my full review, you know that I am a big fan of. Now, the idea here is that this is quick. You get all the information that you need for a quick snap decision without having to watch the full review. However, as always, for all those little details and to understand the boot in full, go and check out that full review. The big question that I need to answer in this particular 2-minute Tuesday is, did I get my sizing advice wrong on the Phantom GT? But this is supposed to be quick, so let's get into it. Remember to subscribe to the video and like this one. No, remember to subscribe to the channel and like the video. This is going well already. Let's just get on with it, shall we? In upper terms, the Phantom GT is one of the simplest boots to come out in a long time from Nike. In its essence, it's a Flyknit base with an internal liner that gives a lot of the structure because there's no fly wire, no dual yarn system. And then you get this coating on the top which contains the generative texture, the GT part of the name. So no, it's not GT for fast cars or video games, generative texture. Generative texture is all of these little lines and bumps that run all the way around the upper of the boot, which Nike are making out to be a big technological advancement, when in real terms it's very similar to what we got on the Phantom Vision. However, it's certainly better than that. It feels more rubbery, it feels more grippy, and gives you a surprising amount of traction and feel on the ball, and it's an element of the boot that I really like, even though it is still fairly simple. The size, shape, and concentration of all of these little bumps is supposed to be changed and amended on areas of the boot depending on how much grip you want, where you want that grip, and how it affects your touch on the ball. Now, you can see that in the upper, but does it make a huge amount of difference? Not really. The touch is pretty uniform across the boot. I don't really notice a huge amount more grip or sensation in, for example, this outstep area or this highly concentrated instep area. It's just a really nice texture and grip element that I think does a good job. Upper is super thin, it's pretty soft straight out of the box and gives you a very natural free sensation. It is a boot that I really like for that on-foot sensation and the touch on the ball. Because of the simplicity of the boot I mentioned earlier, the lockdown and responsiveness is a little bit meh. It's not bad, but it's nothing to write home about, and if that is your bag, lockdown, responsiveness, you might want to be looking at a Mercurial in the Nike lineup, not the GT. The sole plate is something that I think I will be waxing lyrical about for some time. Don't worry about this kind of semi-split sole design. It's just a design element that's basically a stiffening bar that runs up the outside here. Doesn't affect the fit or the performance all too much, but overall it's nice and stable through the heel and the midfoot, gives nice flexibility in the forefoot, way more than you would get from the Mercurial, but it still has nice aggressive traction for multi-directions. I really enjoyed that about the Venom. I really enjoy it on this boot, and for me personally, I probably prefer this more than the Vapor, although the Vapor for pure straight line speed is definitely better, definitely more aggressive, but I really like this sole plate. Now, let's answer the question. Was I wrong? Did I get the sizing advice on the Phantom GT incorrect? Well, in terms of the width, I think I'm absolutely bang on. It's a pretty wide boot that will suit almost all foot types, even if you have a particularly wide foot. It's not crazy wide, but it's going to accommodate most people. It's built on that Hypervenom 1 last, has a very similar feel to that in terms of its fit, but it's also very, very comfortable. No complaints here. Width, got a wide foot, go for it. And unless you have a very narrow foot, I can't see you having any problems. Now, length and sizing. In my original video, I said go down half a size to buy this boot. And for me personally, I am 100% sticking with that. I usually wear a UK 8. This is a UK 7.5. It fits me perfectly. It's a really, really good fit. However, I have friends over at BOOTHYPE.com, Yaz at YJ Football. They've also picked up this boot and they had struggled going down half a size, and they've picked up a true to size boot and are very happy with it. These are reputable reviewers whose opinions I take very seriously. So I am amending my advice to this. If you are currently wearing a Nike boot, particularly something like a Vision or a Vapor, and you have a tiny bit of room on the front, maybe a little bit more than you'd want, a quarter size or something like that, you should absolutely go half a size down in these boots because they do run longer without question than those other boots. However, if you're currently rocking a Nike boot that is fitting you perfectly, you're right towards the end of that boot, then maybe don't go down half a size, especially if you've also got a wider foot. In that case, stick true to size. I realize that might be slightly complicated, so if anybody has any questions about sizing on the Phantom GT, drop it down in the comments. I'll do my very best to answer all of your questions, because for once, Nike have made the sizing a little bit complex. But I wouldn't let that put you off the boot. I think this is a phenomenal boot. It's one of my favorites to wear already, and I've only been out in it, say, 4 or 5 times. I've got about 10 hours in this boot already, and I'm really enjoying it. If you want to copy yourself a pair, there's a link in the top comment and in the description. That will take you through, and you can click on and buy these. They're really good boots. There's even new colorways now. Mwah! Okay, so the chances are I have absolutely demolished my 2-minute time limit for these 2-minute Tuesday videos, like I normally do. But hopefully you found that useful. Hopefully I've answered your questions, and hopefully you've taken something away from that is beneficial. Like I say, any questions, put them down in the comments. Remember to like this video if you do like these shorter 2-minute Tuesday videos, and remember to get subscribed to the channel because there is a huge Boot Wizard video with a giveaway coming this week. You need to check it out. It's the biggest giveaway I have ever done. It's going to be massive. Have I made a big enough deal about that? Should I say it again? Giveaway. Well, that's all from me here at Boot Wizard today. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you've had a good day, and I'll see you soon.